T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
The following program is rated TVMA for language. We want everyone to be able to enjoy the program, but sometimes things happen, and we may say things that may be offensive to some or non-conducive to others. So in other words, shit happens. Oops.
Niggas coming.
I want the what the
Where the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
Where the titties and the bitches? Just let your soul go. I need y'all to understand something. I'll explain what this is about in a second. All I told Jay and Matt and Dwayne is I said I have a surprise for y'all when the show starts. And I've had my camera off our whole little beforehand and told nobody. And as soon as I turned that camera on, you just saw Jay break in real time because that's what I was hoping for. Oh shit!
I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Give it to me, baby.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm done. I think that was it. That's what broke me. That guy. I tried to open up the show politely and be responsible and be a good host and everything of the sorts, and then you still. I didn't want to look up, but then I looked up and you still have it on. Why?
Where the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
I don't know what is happening. Right. Just,
He needs some milk.
oh my God. I just don't know. There's a whole spiel I was supposed to do, and like I was supposed to introduce the show and thank everybody for watching and all those things. I don't want to look at the screen of the camera. I just don't. Oh my God, welcome to another episode, probably the last episode of Blerds N The Hood. I'm going to jump off my balcony to say this is it for me. You know what? He can do it. Okay, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to Blerds N The Hood. It's your boy Winston. Jay don't want to do the show no more. So I'm just going to do it myself. There I is. Yeah. So this was a surprise. Yeah. No, that was a surprise, dog. But yeah, what's good, everybody? We gonna do the show with or without Jay. Don't worry, he'll come back. He ain't gonna stay alone for too long. Six of chocolate. I will explain what's going on. Since Jay doesn't want to be here, I'm just gonna ask myself, Mr. Winston A. Marshall.
My nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man. Nigga.
My nigga.
What you been doing?
So, as y'all know, in roughly about 3 days, it is the 4th of July. It's typically 4th of July weekend, but it can be other weekends. I have an annual trip to Palm Springs with some homies of mine. And friend of the show, Tia, she's been in the chat before. I don't think she's ever been on the show directly. She puts together like themes throughout the weekend. And one of the themes for when we go out, we go to this one bar that has karaoke one of the nights while we're there. One of the themes when we go to that bar is 80s like fitness / exercise fucking outfits. So like Kristen's got that unitard, whatever that you kind of see and all that kind of stuff. And I got the rest of my stuff. But specifically, since we were doing the 80s shit, I was like, I might as well go ahead and get this Jerry curl wig. If I'm gonna be 80s, I might as well be motherfucking 80s. Like I might as well go in on it. So the wig came today. I tried it on. I couldn't stop laughing about how ridiculous it fucking looked. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do blurs today in this Jerry curl wig.
Okay, that's right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fucking fine.
You're just not gonna come back on camera. Your camera's still off.
I know it is.
So yeah, as far as what I've been doing, man, it's both oh my god. Okay, don't worry. Y'all will see when I ask this nigga what he been doing. So as far as what I've been doing, man,
Focus.
I'm trying to focus this real hard when I see what you got going on right now, and y'all will see in a second. But this is gonna be the best show of the show ever, maybe. I have a feeling it's in my spirit. But I will say the family emergency that I was dealing with the last couple of weeks, it's still a thing. But I really want to give some major love to Kasra, obviously a part of the neighborhood in here a lot, to my boy Brandon, and of course to my co-host here. It was an issue that required some manual labor. What we had set up to go before fell apart, and it became a scramble to try and find people to help out with it. And I have to give props to all three of them for when I made the call. It was give me a minute to move some shit around. And all three of them showed up, and we got done something that was really hampering my family. So I just want to, in all seriousness, all this shit aside, man, I genuinely just want to thank Kasser. I want to thank Jay, and I want to thank Brandon for being real day one, for being ride or dies. You know what I mean? So there's a little emotional part, but with that, I'm not gonna leave y'all in suspense no more. Mr. JayWashington.
My nigga.
A nigga moment.
Man. Nigga. My nigga. What you been doing?
Well, bitch, two can play this game. Two can play this game, bitches. Hello, bitches. Hello. How y'all doing? I just want to make sure, is my shit fluffy on camera, bitches? Yes, it is, bitches. You're not in the stream, bitch. I see you, but you're not in the stream, bitch. I just want you to know this. I want you to know. Okay, so listen.
Nope.
I just want you to know.
I knew it.
I want you to know, bitch. We two can play this game, bitch. I look flawless. You're lucky I didn't have a juice bottle out of me sprayed.
Delicious.
Yes. I decided I helped out Winston. You know, was grateful to be there with him, Brandon, and Kasra. You know, all the bitches together, bitch. It was great. It was great. It's gonna be the whole thing to show the people. Yes, whole show, bitches. Whole show, bitches. Whole show.
Whole show, bitches.
Whole show, bitches. Anyway. So. Okay. Try to be serious. So listen, bitches. Sorry. The spirit of the wig. He said, listen, bitches. Sorry. So helped him out on that on Monday, and then yesterday, my friend Whitney had her birthday, celebrated her 40th birthday party. Had a nice thing in Hollywood. Her and her husband Newton, they're like brother and sister to me. They're like family. They put this thing together, and it was great to be invited and being a part of people who consider you family out here and things like that. Because it does get very lonely out here if you don't have that. Like again, Winston's got a group of friends that he goes on a 4th of July trip with, and I'll be sitting here thinking, which one of these particle invites that I just randomly said yes to am I going to? That's my life. But nonetheless, here's a funny story that happened. So I got introduced to one of their friends. We were super cool, talking, vibing it up. Now,
the shit you text me about?
Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. Yes, bitch. I'm gonna tell you the full story, bitch. So the bar is playing the Mexico-Ecuador game because, of course, big World Cup game. You know, first, especially Los Angeles has a very big Mexican population, and because we are Mexico, it's Los Angeles. So we're talking. She's like, I don't want Mexico to win, and I was like, oh, what are you from Ecuador? She's like, no, I'm from Jersey. Okay, so why you don't want Mexico to win? She goes, well, you know, because Mexico is bringing in all their worst and stuff, and they're polluting the border by San Diego and Tijuana. I'm sorry, bitch, what?
Oh, my God.
She's like, yeah, they're not bringing in their best over here. I'm sorry, bitch, excuse me?
What
the titty kept rubbing up against me. And then I was like, okay, cool. She's kind of flirting. So it's like, okay, possibility of having intercourse with her. But then she would have said, yeah, you know, and I really support what ICE is doing and everything. I mean, I just feel like if you're going to come here, come the right way. I was like, how hard do I want my dick to stay right now? Because I just want to walk away. Bitch, what are you talking about? She's still doing that. Yeah, and I believe in immigration. I said, bitch, what is happening right now? There was like, you know, and I'm you know, the way I love the World Cup because it's showing our country in a great light because, you know, the media keeps changing everything and make us look terrible. I said, the fuck? Again, the whole time I'm just smiling like, and in the back of my head, my brain is like, the fuck is going on right now? What the fuck is happening? I went to the bathroom and text this nigga Winston. I text this nigga I was like, nigga, what? So like, because you ever send a text message and you can, for sure, you know, you can hear the person's voice when you're reading that message. I'm sure Winston heard me say, and this bitch, I know he heard it.
I definitely heard it in the all caps. I'll read it to y'all verbatim. Nigga, I'm at this party talking to this cute, thick white chick. We vibing, and she keeps pressing a titty on my arms, which I heard that, and I immediately heard Jamie, yeah, come on now, go ahead and put the titty on the arms.
I've been working on the arms a little more.
Okay, exactly. But, nigga, the bar was playing the World Cup game, and this bitch goes, I don't want Mexico to win because they polluting our water on the San Diego-Tijuana border. I support ICE, like, come here the right way. I'm actually an independent. What in the entire fuck? Do you want to read my response to you?
Look, Winston's response is what made this what I was like, yeah.
I said, LMFAO, well, just don't get her pregnant or you're going to have a racist baby mama now, LOL.
And at that point, I put my phone in my pocket because I didn't want to respond no more. Because I was just like, I don't want to do this, bitch. I don't. What? Here's the thing. This is something I've learned, and maybe I'm not the only one. Maybe I'm not alone in this subject. Maybe other people have been through this and whatnot. When you're healing, you can observe red flags even more, and your tolerance for bullshit is low. And so I just was like, damn, okay, we could probably do a lot of freaky circus shit for circus sex shit. But then she was like, because I'm an independent and I don't know where you fall politically. And anytime people start having that discussion, you know where the fuck they fall.
It's also funny now because at this point, independent is just saying you Republican.
It is literally
you're not full MAGA. But you like you put up with MAGA because you care more about your shit. Like at that point, there's no need to say you independent, motherfucker. Just like
I just don't know. I was just like, what is happening? I mean, the conversation didn't start off. No, we were talking about House of the Dragon. We bonded over the fact that Sheep Stealer was a YN, which I'm glad I didn't call him a YN to her. Because the last thing I needed to like
that would have gone poorly, man.
That'd have gone poorly.
That would have gone poorly if you had mentioned YN. She's like, oh, can I say it too?
You mean young niggas? Oh!
What does YN stand for? Is it young Negroes? Is that what it is?
No, bitch. It's not young Negroes, bitch.
It's not young Negroes, bitch.
No, bitch. No, bitch.
I really wish I had a squirt bottle.
I'm so close to go buy. I think I got one on my goddamn refrigerator. I'm so close.
I just don't want to put actual hairspray of Kristen's in my head.
Nigga, like you put water in it, nigga. You don't put regular hairspray. What is wrong with you, bitch? So listen, bitches. Streamlabs.com/Blerds N The Hood /tip is right above, right there with the hair, bitch. It's right there with the hair.
If you want to support the show, get your comments in and join the show. Thank you to everybody, all of you bitches.
And because the Soul Glow is not cheap, so we could use every penny you could spare.
Every penny, bitch. We want this activator and this moisturizer to keep this lustrous curl bouncing, bitches.
I'm glad that you did a really good job of pretending like you were mad. And then actually, I knew you were doing it. I knew you were going to get it. The minute you saw it and I saw you break, I was like, this nigga got a wig and you gonna put it on. I swear to God. He acting like he mad, but he gonna go do this shit.
I said, okay, bitch, if you want to do it this way, we do this whole show like this, bitch.
Jay, we're your dream boys.
Thank you, everybody who's also been checking out the Instagram and all the clips, bitches. Because you know what? It's a lot of work to there, bitches. It's a lot of work.
Oh, bro, I meant to show you this. Dwayne came up with a genius idea. So if you're good with reposting the one that you put up about the Family Feud, he put an incredible tweet. He just added one thing to the end of your shit, and I shit you not, I started crying. Do you want to see it? I could just show it to you. I could screen share it.
Sure.
Yo, it's the same thing you had. He just added one thing at the end. Hold on, I'm gonna screen share. Let's see, where did Dwayne send it? There's
also, we know that the viewers probably won't be as high as they normally would be during the show because the actual USA World Cup match is happening right now, which understandable.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. All right, hold on. Download. Go. I'm gonna mute myself. Just do what you do until I get this up.
Okay, so yeah, so again, if you want to go streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tidbits, streamlabs.com, and also if you don't want to do those, you can go through our Cash Apps and Venmos, respectively, bitches, respectively. We want to thank the Levert Cup niggas. That is insane. Okay, you know what? That is probably a good one. I'm just tell you something. I look good with this hair. This shit is hot. I got these lights on. This shit is hot. I want to just keep scratching. I get ladies.
That's my only problem. This shit is hot as fuck.
Ladies, I get why y'all do this shit all goddamn.
Just bat your shit down over and over and over again.
I get itchy, bitch. I'm just So anyway, your dream boys. Who put the run sheet together?
Here it is. Okay, I got it. So
who put the run sheet together?
All right, here we go.
Who put the run sheet together for the 8th time?
Oh, Matt.
Okay, I just was wondering because I'm like, man, I didn't want to talk this much fucking political shit.
We don't have to, but here, hold on.
There's only certain things worth talking.
Hold on, here you go. Check this out. So this is what he did. Matt.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. That's the number one answer on the board. Do you want to play or pass? All right, Dwayne. Name an athlete on first team All CTE.
Y'all aren't gonna be able to use this episode.
I thought about it for a second too.
Yeah.
I thought about doing that. I actually thought about either doing just let him say it, you say the shit, and then put it towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought about it. So
yeah.
You know.
Okay, well, it's all easy. We could obviously leave it as it is, but Dwayne sent that to me this morning. I said, "Oh, nigga, that's genius. That's actually fucking genius." So, but that's also a great plug. That's a great plug. Y'all should join the Patreon, man, because that new Family Feud. When we get out of here, I'm putting it up. So if you want to check, if you were a member of the Patreon, I don't remember which tier it is, but if you were a member of that, the proper tier, you go to you see it right above me. Pay above all this gloriousness. Patreon.com/Blerds N The Hood. You can check out the tier that's right for you, and the Family Feud for June will be up presently. So my apologies.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go through some of these political stories the way that my hair and heart are telling me to go through them, bitch.
Also, yo, Jimmy, why the fuck does Winston look like the guy that used to hit on me at the bus stop? This nigga was out here just with Jerry Curl Juice trying to holler Jimmy.
What's up, bitch? Hey, bitch, how you doing, bitches?
I don't know your name, but you look glorious. You trying to go and get a bite with me after this?
Nigga, that seems like the type of person that the nigga that has hair like that literally see Jimmy and not know that Jimmy's trans and probably say some shit like, I don't know your gender, baby, but I know you can be fluid with me.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God.
Well, there goes another clip we're putting up. Anyway, so Mitch McConnell probably finna die. Now, I'm gonna tell you something right now. People are going to be upset maybe later who watch this, who watch a clip or whatever. But I'm telling you right now, one thing you will not get from me, two things you will not get from me are thoughts and prayers. You will not. He was found unconscious at his home, and then they, rushed. You will not get an ounce of sympathy. People say, "Oh, but he's a human." He's a turtle hybrid who did not care about other humans in this country, more so his own state. You do not get an ounce of sympathy from me. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't feel like that. That's your fellow man," and blah 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 blah. If he goes.
But I have an additional reason to not care. I have said this over and over and over again. It's awful to say, but I'm becoming more and more ageist, because part of the problem is these individuals, and it's not just Mitch McConnell, it's on both sides of the aisle. They are so obsessed with their power that they are not giving the opportunity, for the next generation to learn the ropes properly and to get into these positions of power so that we can run the country. But more importantly, your bitch ass is not going to be here. So the decisions that you're making is affecting people that will actually be fucked by your shit, but your ass ain't gonna fucking be here. Yep. So I'm of the mindset of like, I still would have hated him, and there probably would have been thoughts and prayers if he had just resigned a while ago, if he had retired a long time ago, and he went out and been like, "Ah, man, he was a piece of shit, but damn, okay." But now instead, you were essentially holding our government hostage because you can't move the fuck on. And it's not just you. It was Dianne Feinstein when she was still alive. I love, shouts out to Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but also fuck you for also doing the same shit.
And Ruth Bader Ginsburg is one of the biggest pieces of the reasons in the cog that caused this shit to spiral this way.
Because she should have, they were already seeing problems with her health before Obama left. Yes. And then she didn't resign. And then you ended up in a scenario where she was trying to hold out as long as she could while Trump was in office, and she died. So it's just again, it's one of those things. If you are in public service, you are a service to the people of this country. It's not about you. It's about the country. So this idea of holding on to that office way beyond when you should, it's fucking selfish as fuck, bitch.
Well, bitch, the reason they hold on to it, ho, is because they be out here making this money on their own. Case in point, it has been now financially disclosed that the current fuck muppet in office has made $2.8 billion since retaking over the presidency.
Yeah, because he's not actually selfless. He is selfish. He knew there were two things he could get out of this. One, avoid jail time for all of his crimes. Two, make money because MAGA is dumb as fuck. Because they buy. Did you get in the mail? They sent. They're selling $2 bills with Trump's face on this hoe.
I wish that. But MAGA's so fucking stupid. They buy remember, there's the maid. They bought all these Trump coins and this, that, and the third because they believe they have to have all this just to be fucking duped. And this person, had this been any other, we've had administrations that have had presidents who've done some things, but had this been any other president, especially the one that stays on his mind more than the back of his own eyelids, you would have been torches and pitchforks at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. So, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bitch. And I'm mad that I said it and I was trying to be serious and I was flicking my head.
You had to shake it out your face because you're not used to having that much fear in your face.
I was trying to be serious and I was like, this is so ridiculous, bitch. But it's just, it's this thing with Trump and all these people, his cronies that have followed along with him to appease him and make him happy, that now when they start having these health ailments and all this other shit that befalls them, you get people being like, "Oh man, I know it's a party thing and blah 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 blah, but we should come together and try to blah 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 blah." No, there is nothing about that states that I want to. again, Mitch McConnell found unconscious. I don't know if they brought him back, which again, he might be on his way out. And I'm telling you, if he is, they will either because Trump can't let it be on the 4th because he's got to make it about himself. He's making the 4th about himself. So he will not allow Mitch McConnell's death announcement to more than likely come until after the 4th.
Bro, I bet he's already at this point, he might already be dead. And
that's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. If McConnell's gone already, unless someone leaks it, we won't know. Because he needs this weekend to be about him.
Jimmy wins. He put his face on a $2 bill like queer as a.
You are as queer as a $2 bill. Does anybody remember before you can quote the accent, you talk about the accent, do you remember what movie that came from?
I don't.
This isn't about me. You are as queer as a $2 bill.
For some reason, I keep going back. It's not. I keep going back to Legally Blonde at that moment where the Latin hairdresser on the stand, and he's like, and then who is Chuck to you? Just a friend? You bitch! Like that. Like my mind goes, but I know that's not what it is.
I'm not doing this for you. I'm not doing this just for you. I'm doing this for all of us everywhere. Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember.
Bad Santa.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yep. Also, Weekend at Mitch's, bro. This is also another point that almost goes so. Well, he did have a bunch of sweaty dudes fight on his lawn on his birthday. The evidence is piling up.
It's piling up. So it baffles me again. But all in all seriousness, as much as serious as we can be with these wigs on, you have McConnell's unconscious. Harvey Weinstein had heart failure earlier. All we need is it to happen on the 4th. And I said it before on the show, and I will say it again. If it happens on the 4th of July,
that would be the wildest. That would be the wildest, like, birthday, like 250.
First of all, the 4th is on a Saturday this year. Do you understand how much partying until the next fucking week would happen?
I might die because I might drink too much.
Well, bitch, spoil one up. I would love to drink with you.
You know what? Fuck it.
You taking an impending death shot? That's
no. That's terrible.
That's
we can't cheers to that. Can't cheers to that. I'm cheersing to this hair, nigga. To this glorious soul glow. I can't put that karma on my soul. I can't put that karma on my soul to like take a preemptive shot to toast to someone's death. I can't do that. That's fucked up. That is where I draw the line. Because then it sounds like I'm but I will say, if the news comes, I may die from alcohol poisoning. Those are two very different things. One is like the other is like that's the reality of what happened. That's
well, listen, bitches, because we haven't. So again, for those who are new to the show, by the way, when we hit $100 in donations, be it the subscriptions, CashApp, Venmo, Streamlabs, et cetera, when we hit the 100, we will take a shot. Now, because Winston has decided to take a ceremonial shot for the hair, we will do so, bitches. Cheers.
Stay bitches. Luxurious, bitches.
Luxurious.
Ah, shit.
Pinkies out, bitches.
Oh, how's the camera looking, by the way? This is the new camera that I got.
Oh, I couldn't really tell it. You look like a BBC TV show. And when I say BBC, I mean the British.
That's what you meant. That's exactly what you meant. Clearly.
Fully prepared to suck his dick.
Honestly, after that comment, once again, this is endlessly funny if you know what scene this is.
Where the bitches at? It's supposed to be titties. Where the fucking titties and the bitches?
Oh man, okay. I don't have the run sheet open. I'm flying.
So I got it. So listen, while we're still talking a little bit about what's going on in the political landscape. So this shows you how much MAGA, despite their claims of being patriotic and constitutionalist, et cetera, don't know a fucking thing. So the Supreme Court voted to basically save birthright citizenship, right? And in the process, they made it essentially impossible for the decision to be overturned or fought going forward. But here's the thing. Do you know why birthright citizenship is a thing?
because it's in this little bitty document you may have heard of called the Constitution. Now, I know Donald Trump wipes his ass with the Constitution, but that there are moments, and they're few and far between, in which the values and the words on that document still hold up. The birthright citizenship falls under the 14th Amendment of the Constitution, stating that if you are born in America, you are an American citizen. Now, you get these dumb fucking Republicans and MAGA people on social media going, well, since when has this been a thing? Since the inception of the 14th Amendment.
Mm-hmm.
This is
literally the citizenship clause that's in there was directly used to overturn the Supreme Court's 1857 Dred Scott decision. It was literally to deal with the entire process of, because previously the citizenship clause, what it previously done is prevented slaves from that, or freed slaves from becoming citizens. It was directly put into place to allow for enslaved people to become citizens of this country. That is the reasoning behind it initially.
By the way, one of the Supreme Court justices that voted again, that tried to overturn it, that used the Dred Scott decision, was Captain Kangaroo himself, Clarence Thomas, and mentioned how it was about freed slaves and it shouldn't apply to today. But here's the problem. If you're going to do that, you need to bring up the Second Amendment. Why? Because the Second Amendment is about the right to bear arms to form a well-regulated militia against, tyranny from the government, et cetera, et cetera. But that applied to muskets, not semi-automatic weapons, AKs, and all those things. So you technically could say the same thing. So if you're going to play that card there, you have to play it elsewhere also. For those who are new to the show, I want to make sure you understand something. For as much jokes and fun and banter and silly and witty stuff that Winston and myself may say, we both are what you like to call educated black men. So we're going to school you on some things. So you take that to the bank. But you cannot sit there and try to say, well, the 14th Amendment shouldn't apply now in this day and age all of a fucking sudden because Trump is talking about it, when the Second Amendment, and they keep bringing it up, and you're like, well, it still applies. It's what the forefathers wanted. It's like, no. You take a piece of that amendment and leave the rest out to form a well-regulated militia against tyranny from the government, which technically speaking, you should be doing now, but you don't.
So I was going to say, so there's two things that are happening now because of it. So first, Trump normally crashes out whenever the Supreme Court does stuff, and he did about something else, but he didn't crash out that hard about this one in particular. Instead, what he did, and this is the scary part, but this is also why, if you ever needed proof that you need to be out there voting in the midterms and doing everything you can, only way you can stop it now is a constitutional amendment. And that's what he's actually pushing for. He's pushing to get the proper number of seats, which is a lot. You need a lot to make a constitutional amendment go. But that is the angle that they're going at. The other angle that MAGA is going, not Trump directly, but the Stephen Millers and everything else of the world, is they want to put a law into place that bans non-U.S. citizens, if pregnant women, from traveling into this country. It is what they want to do. So that this idea that, oh, well, no, you're pregnant, you're trying to just make an anchor baby, we're not going to let you in the fucking country. That is something that they're trying to also push right now. So like,
I was having a discussion with a buddy of mine yesterday, my buddy Buddha. We were talking about this, and Buddha is very, very profound black dude, very well educated, nominated, et cetera, et cetera. We're talking about how these Republicans will say, you have a pregnant woman who will march from Venezuela to the United States to have her baby. And we were both like, hey, I don't know if you realize how that sounds. If a quote unquote pregnant woman in your hypothetical scenario marched and walked from Venezuela to the United States to have a child, guess what you fucking do? You let her in because she's going to be for sure a model citizen. She's leaving something to ensure that her child has a much better life than whatever it is she's leaving. We don't know. We can assume we know the situations from what we see on the media, but we don't know her personal struggles. So if she is making the trek and in that endangering trek while pregnant to just have a baby in a place where she knows her baby can have a better life than it would have in Venezuela, why wouldn't you want that person?
See, I thought you were going to go a different angle with this. I got to applaud you for being serious. I was going to go with the thing. If that pregnant march all the way from Venezuela, let her in because she's about to give birth to the first mutant. That's going to be En Sabanur, and that nigga going to be powerful as fuck. Like, what woman is marching 9 months pregnant from Venezuela to America? Let that baby in so we can birth the next Messi. What the fuck are we talking about?
What the fuck happened means if that lady's baby, when she was in the womb, that baby just started glowing, and she was like, I cannot have it here. And she goes, I cannot have it here. Where will they accept the baby that glows? In America. And so, but speaking of, fuck it, we're here. Speaking of En Sabanur.
Don't.
You already did it. You did
it. Just hold on, because the only other thing that I want to talk about for a split second, and I'm gonna see if I can pull the video. You heard about who may or may not be running for president, right?
So JD Vance is now trying to test the waters and do these speeches and try, because again, they know. So first off, let's start with the number one part of all of this. They know there's no way Trump could ever run. Remember, Stephen Miller and Steve Bannon kept being like, well, there are possibilities we can do. And again, if you can't get past the 14th Amendment, you're not going to get past the other one. I can't remember exactly which amendment it is that states that presidents can only have 2 terms. So you're not getting past that. So now the next best thing is the vice president to try to run. Well, I solely doubt that the country wants a couch fucker we already had a child fucker, unfortunately, as the president, but the couch fucker is where it's going to be too far.
That's where they draw the line.
That's where they're going to draw the line, at the couch fucker. So he's been trying to do these speeches, trying to rally people up, and at every turn, it is bombed. Even when he tried to talk to the troops, every time, no one gives a fuck. But guess whose name he decided to mention? Representative AOC. He decided to say, because she's going to be the front runner for the Democrats in 2028. And they asked AOC about it on the steps of the Capitol. And here's what she had to say about it.
She said in an interview that she thinks you are going to be the leading Democratic candidate for president in 2028. What's your response to that?
I mean, I hope he is. That's what I'll say.
But he's a Republican nominee?
Congresswoman in the Supreme Court ruled that trans.
People are taking that as her saying, I hope he is, because we already know he'd be buried in a debate every single time. But also why? Because I don't know if you just heard about this. I believe it was in Iowa or Indiana. Another Democratic socialist beat the shit out of an incumbent.
And in Denver as well.
And it was in Denver also. So here's what's happening for those who don't understand. Remember, this started primarily with Bernie Sanders' campaign back in 2015 going into 16. He was a member of the Democratic Socialists of America. He was trying to do things that were considered extremely radical. And it's like, this would never work. The country is only just Democrats and Republicans, the 2 basic ways. And then Trump comes along and brings MAGA, which is an offshoot of the Tea Party that had reformed for some fucking reason. So he brings that, right?
The reason? Racism. Come on now.
Well, okay, racism.
No. Don't fucking reason. That is very simple. Right. The Tea Party specifically spawned. They like to say, no, they just didn't like Obama's policies. It specifically pawned the policy they didn't like is that he was a nigga. Yeah. They had the audacity to say that if I had a son and he was shot, that would be this is another example of a black child. My child would be in that same thing. I'm fucking up what he said.
Would look like me. You basically said my son. If I had Trayvon Martin, that son would look like me. And everyone's like, here he goes, being divisive. But back to the point. So since then, there have been constant candidates who have repeatedly pushed actual progressive moving forward, not extreme. It's only extreme when billionaires think they're going to be taxed. Let's be real. Mm-hmm. It's only extreme there.
And the best thing that could have happened, shout out to New York, man. Y'all just winning, man. The whole reason we even got to this place in the first place is because y'all genuinely took a shot on Zoran, and he has been out here really being the kind of it's so funny. He's succeeding so well in New York, and his poll numbers are so good as the New York mayor. Pretty much everybody's like, thank God he wasn't actually a citizen that was born here, because he would run for president, he would win pretty easily based upon how things are going right now. He's not eligible. That's the only way. And the funny thing is, someone even asked, like, would you want them to do a constitutional amendment so that you could? And he goes, I'm not pressed about anything like that. Like, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the city of New York. That is what I'm worried about. I think our Constitution is great as it is. I'm not trying to change it. I'm trying to make sure that my city has everything that it needs. And of course, the right tried to make that a thing and be like, oh, he's talking about the I think it was the New York Post. They actually wrote like Zohran Mamdani weighs in on whether or not a born here citizen can be president. And it's like, no, he didn't. He literally decided to move the fuck on. So like,
It's not a conversation for me. It's like it's done. And because of that, again, we talked about the primaries, how various Democratic Socialist candidates in New York were winning their primaries. Everyone that Zohran Mamdani endorsed won their primaries. And this effect is starting to take hold in various other cities and states. Now, when it comes to Los Angeles, let's keep it a buck. The odds of that happening here are slim to none.
Yeah, just based off of how our stuff goes, but not necessarily. I mean, the one thing I like, it's slim to none right now, but the one thing that I will say is the idea that, I mean, our mayor doesn't have that kind of power the way the New York mayor does. Ours is through city council. So you have a higher probability of shit like that happening if you get a bunch of DSA people to be on the city council.
And they've just recently, if you follow Los Angeles politics, they just voted a bunch of shit there, killed a bunch of shit that was supposed to be for the citizens of Los Angeles. Again, the power in Los Angeles, yes, the mayor is the mayor, but the city council has way more power collectively than the mayor of Los Angeles does. But that's something you have to know. But again, let somebody in fucking Wyoming tell you. They know exactly how it's going. Real quick. So yeah, what else is there real quick in the
I think that was all the political stuff, so we can just say streamlabs.com.
Oh yeah, no. One more thing. No. There's one more thing. I just saw it. Oh, so this is the series finale of America. Its last birthday. It's 250th. And history does show that most empires do fall after 250 years. It's a historical thing. You can check the facts on that.
Wait, for real?
Yeah, it's actually a historical fact.
I didn't know it was 250.
It's around 250. So around 250. 250. They tend to collapse. Well, there's this big America, this national mall, this celebration in Washington. We're supposed to be bringing tens of thousands of people every day, and people coming from all over the country to celebrate. And Trump has said every day we've got tens of thousands of people. All these people want to come, and like 6 states said, no, fuck you, we're not doing this. But here's the actual look of what the fair is looking like now. This was the best. This was one of the ones. I'm so mad. Matt did not have the one asset I thought he was gonna have.
Which one?
The singer, the group that were on stage, and the reflection in the guitarist's glasses. Hold on for a second.
You're gonna go find it. Okay, that's
I'm
fair.
Grabbing it right now,
dude. That's so crazy. That is genuinely crazy. Like, so that few people showed up. Was it a day thing, or is this like a week long?
It's been a day thing, bro.
So it was a come and go. Why wouldn't they? I'm just confused why they wouldn't do that on the 4th if it's supposed to be 250.
No, it's supposed to be going like all week.
Oh, okay. That's what I'm asking. Is that so? They are doing this all week long.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
but there was a performance specifically.
There's been various performances. Oh my God, I got to pull up too. Oh God, thank you for reminding me. While you talk about that, so I'm pulling up 2 different things at one time, guys. Sorry about that. Our person who would normally pull shit up is not here right now.
No, it's all good. He's not here right now. He told me beforehand.
I'm not tripping. I'm just, where is it? Because I almost tried to download it and it wouldn't let me. Come on. That's not it. Yes, here is a 360 view. Let me pause this real quick. I want to make sure y'all can see this in the glory that it is.
Are you putting it in the assets, or are you doing a screen
No,
share?
I'm putting a screen share this one here. This is one of the concerts that was actually happening. But what I need you to do is I need you to listen to the song that they are playing.
Where is it? Hold on. This is so. I just want to make sure. Is this the actual performance, or was this a rehearsal?
This is the actual performance.
the actual performance first.
Jay, you know I'd run all these shows for the House of Blues, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me stop this real quick. Okay, stop sharing. Go ahead.
You know I run those shows for the House of Blues, right?
Mm-hmm.
I have had moments where bands legitimately brought like 4 people. And they had more people than we saw it on the fucking yard right there.
Oh, bro, it's so much better. Like, again, he wants to keep saying that it's not, it's not what it is. So this is
Wait, no fucking way.
What?
Yo, where Chris Cochran, for those that are listening on the podcast, says there was a dude legit beating himself off at this event and got arrested.
And he was a MAGA dude. Yes.
No, for real?
Yes.
That's fucking insane.
Yes.
That is insane. Jesus Christ.
Here's another one I want to so I'm going to put up these 2 different image files for you. So I want you to understand exactly what I'm okay, there, go there. All right, so this is the performance that was happening, right? Should be opening up soon. Okay. So here we go. Add that to the stage. Here's the performance. All right, you can see them, right? Well, somebody said, hold fast. Am I tripping? Let me zoom in on dude's Oakleys, on his actual glasses. Now, this was posted by the official state fair thing, the freedom thing, all this.
Yeah.
This was posted by them, so no one can say it was an AI generated image. This was them posting it, et cetera, right?
Mm-hmm.
So someone zoomed in, and when you zoomed in, you saw how many people were in the fucking crowd.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's embarrassing, bro. That's just embarrassing.
So then the like White House, whoever, what they did was they took this photo down. But what they did, they reposted it, but edited him out of it.
Because of the glasses?
Because of the glasses.
That's crazy, bro. That's fucking crazy. Hey, well, hell, even this is a light day for us. We normally got like about at least a hundo 50 in this mug, man. And even we got more people than they did out on that motherfucking yard, which, by the way, streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tip, streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tip if you want to support the show. Shout out to, we have a new sub, Jamal Lee, Sofa King Super. Word. Shout out to Claude Baker. Shout out to a new follow on Twitch, Cartman 198503. And then, of course, the 2 Streamlabs that came in. Blue Girl, thank you so much for the donation. And then Joseph Ashley comes in and says, update on my story. It's Black-centered and takes place in LA. Lots of mixed kids, Latinos, Asians, which is what I grew up around in South LA. It's a time-traveling demon slayers in the city of Los Angeles. Any advice on writing dialogue? Good show. Then yes, there are a lot of Black people in South LA, but I think that's correct. Like you asked earlier about, did it have to be 100% Black? But that's not true to the area that you're talking about. It's predominantly Black, and it sounds like a predominant amount of your characters are, but I think that makes sense to the other stuff. As far as dialogue, if you need help learning how to write dialogue, I would suggest, go around and people watch for a while and write down some of the things you hear people say. If you're watching any sort of like vlog shit or whatever, again, watch how people are talking. It's better to do it with people in person just because people get a camera around them and they start to act a little different. But if you can go to the mall and just listen to conversations and stuff like that, it'll just help you get like an ear for it, one way or the other. And then just read a lot of scripts. I would read a lot of scripts. That's also another good way to learn how to do that. So that'd be my advice. Anything else you'd add, Jay?
No, you covered everything. I literally, damn anything I would have said, you covered it. But also, I want to do a slight, so thank you again for your Streamlabs. Slight update on the World Cup. Currently, the U.S. is up 2-0 after being down 10 men on a BS red card call. So now it's 2-0. And a lot of people, again, to go to the, getting ready to go to the Sweet 16 of the World Cup.
if we say so. All right, let's move on to our next story. So, NBA free agency has started, and there have been some major moves, y'all. Kawhi Leonard is leaving the Clippers and going back to the Raptors in exchange for Grady Dick, Brandon Ingram, and some picks. Mitchell Robinson is signing with the Celtics after just winning the chip with the Knicks. He's getting a 3-year deal. Now,
and there's one other big thing to take into consideration. We don't have an asset for it because it happened like an hour and some change ago. The Celtics have traded Jaylen Brown to the 76ers for Paul George. So you are seeing some pretty big shakeups in Boston as well. I don't understand why they would ever do that within your division of all things and try and make an opponent stronger.
That's easy because we now have an all-white Lake show.
You mean the Snowtime Lakers, bro?
You mean the Mayo Sapien Lakers? If you wonder why the 5 of them are white and who's missing, it's because LeBron James has officially told the Lakers to move on without him. He will be playing another season, but he will not be a Los Angeles Laker, ending his 8-year tenure in the City of Angels. In the City of Angels. There has been much speculation as to where he is going potentially. There are only 2 contenders now up. Only 2. One, go back home to Cleveland or chase another ring with the Golden State Warriors.
And I feel like that you have about equal shot. I would say you have more of a shot if you go to Cleveland to try and win that ring just because you have a younger team. Because the joke that I saw the minute they were talking about this happening, because it was trying to court LeBron and AD, convince the Wizards to trade AD to the Golden State Warriors. And someone put up an image being like, as a matter of fact, I think Roca texted me the meme for this shit. So let me pull that up super fast. But they were essentially like, who gonna beat this team of like LeBron and yeah, here we go. Let's see if the screen share will work.
Father Time. That's who beats them.
Yep. I mean, yes, more or less. Hold on. There we go. Window, choose a window, this motherfucker right here. So you have someone posted, who's stopping this? And then someone else said,
easy. Oh, I can answer.
Someone else said this.
Bro, before you posted the second one, I literally was going to be like, Anthony Davis's body, Draymond Green's
sanity, and then Stephen LeBron's knees just gone. You see with the crutch.
That's who stops them.
Yep.
Like, what are we talking about?
So and real talk, I think the best option for LeBron, and I think the best storybook ending, and I don't even want to give Matt this, but let's just keep it a buck, is if he goes to Cleveland and he helps James Harden finally get that ring. You have Donovan Mitchell who's out there cooking and whatnot. You've got like a young squad that was able to get into the playoffs. And then if LeBron can kind of come in, if he's still comfortable doing that kind of third wheel thing that he was doing at LA at the end there, but you've got a little bit more like health and defense to play in Cleveland, that would be the perfect ending. I think even if he wins it in the first year, fuck the contract if you're on for 2 or 3 years, retire then. You have to go. If at any point and wherever he goes, he wins a ring, you have to retire immediately.
You have to say, I'm done.
You have to because that is literally the thing that people dream of, is being able to walk out a champion. You would need to retire immediately. Even if you're like, I could play another 2 years. Don't, because that would be the perfect end to your legacy is to go out. The
problem is egos. Mm-hmm. Because LeBron already, I think the problem becomes no matter where he goes, and to the neighborhood, people watching on the replay, let us know in the comments what you think. I think the issue becomes you cannot depend on LeBron James in his 25th season.
It sounds like he wants to play 25 years. I believe this was the 23rd. So next year would be 24, and then 25 would be the one.
24, even in his 24th season. To expect LeBron James to be at the same peak as he was even in his 16th season. To assume that's crazy.
But at the same time, I give him credit that he has been doing this well this long. That's crazy.
I mean, when you have no choice, you have no choice. When you have no choice, you do those things.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, him being on the Lakers, when you have the pieces you have, look, Luka can do so much. But at the same time, when Luka's just started to get a little bit tired, this is what you're here. Y'all here to be 1 and 2, right? You just keep doing it. But then you get to this point now, you got to play on both sides of the ball if you go with James Harden. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it because James Harden is not fucking playing defense. He's not.
Yeah,
so,
no, not really. No.
In your 24th season, you're expected to drop, 30 and 10? Do 30 and 10? Because James Harden ain't going to pull. Come on, man. I mean, yeah, the storybook ending, going back home, abso-fucking-lute. Either way it goes, there's more potential negatives, in my opinion, than there are positives either way. Yeah, the positive, he goes home again, wins another chip, calls it a day. Cool. Or he goes to Golden State Warriors and potentially forms the super team ever and possibly wins the chip, or they get knocked out again.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like he did what he said he wanted to do originally. The reason he stayed in the league so long, he wanted to play with his son. He did it.
I mean, that's the thing. If he waits 2 years, though, if he plays that last season in 2-3 years, you understand that his other son is in college right now.
He would be eligible. In college.
He would be eligible. Like, if he's good enough to do it, then like the idea is I play with both my sons. Like, which is here's the only thing that I find really fun. I gotta say, this might be the most gangsta dad shit I've ever seen. So for those that don't know, LeBron really kind of waited to tell them this once free agency kind of opened up, and in doing so, it meant that Bronny, who was really like around member number 12, 13, 14, 15 on the team, his like $2.5 or whatever $1 million contract got guaranteed for the year, even if they ultimately cut him. So essentially what LeBron did is he waited. He said, Island little nigga, don't come home and ask for no more motherfucking money. I got you another $2 million. Now go out there and beat somebody, little nigga. Boom. But I cannot wait, though, because before he's the first person in the NBA to play with their son. Now he might be the first father to fucking posterize his son, because that might actually happen.
Let me tell you something. Let me. Oh my God,
Let me tell you something.
Because this is a moment that just deserves this.
Let me tell you something.
To watch LeBron poster his son in an NBA official game would make you ready? Y'all ready to take notes? Y'all ready to screen record this? Y'all ready for this? If LeBron James posterizes his son in an official NBA game, that would make this nigga the greatest player ever. I would put that nigga on the that moment.
That is not something I ever thought I would hear you say.
I know. Ever. And when I say poster this nigga, I mean dick on the forehead poster.
Stop it. Like, wait, while he's up there, he goes, "You came out of that, son.
You came out of this. Back to your beginnings." Like,
oh my God,
like,
bro.
Think about it. That's something we've never seen a father-son duo on the court together, right?
Which was cool to see. The fact that, if I remember, there was a couple Bronny like lobs to his dad for dunks, which was dope. So
right,
yeah.
But to watch his dad. Like, look, somebody would say, "Hey, Bronny, because some coach or some players gonna be like, hey, we should hype Bronny up, right? All right. So, Bronny, look, who else know your pops better than you? You know your pops getting old. You got younger knees. So this is what I'm saying. When he try to come low, just go out there, give his ass the business, and jump with him." And Bronny like, "No, I don't think I can do it. Nigga, believe in yourself." And then
nigga, believe in yourself. You stupid, bro.
Nigga, believe in yourself. And they that would be the first ever LeBron James poster I buy and frame.
That's hilarious.
This nigga has to dunk. I mean, and not just a regular, I mean some shit that you go, "Oh my God." You know that dunk, we've seen those dunks
where everybody go, oh my God. That's the type of dunk LeBron has to do on Bronny.
The only thing I could think of, as funny as that would be, and it would be hilarious, there's got to be a thing in the back of his mind being like, I might legitimately make my son a laughing stock if I do this. So like maybe resisting the urge.
Nah, nigga, welcome to the league, bitch. Boom. Cause here's the thing. It's either that or you, along with Giannis, go down to the G League together. Cause you know, Giannis ain't going to fucking Miami with Giannis. You know what I'm saying? You two niggas can go in the G League. Cause if you gonna stay in the league, it's gonna come a point cause here's the thing. If Bronny stays on the team, which he's pretty much, if he stays on the team, the league is going to make the schedule where it happens, where Bronny plays Bron. You know the league will do it.
They'll do it. There'll probably be some sort of incentive. Look, Bronny, I know you don't want to do this. Maybe you do want to do this, but we'll give you a little bonus if you just let this happen, bro. Just play this game.
They're gonna move the schedule around. They're gonna prime time the fuck out that game. No, and it won't. And the crazy part is, it won't even matter what the records are at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But because it's Bronny versus LeBron on opposite teams, the league will do it. And in that moment, you will hear me. If that was to happen, again, I'm saying this on air. I blame the wig bitches. I would literally call him the GOAT then. He posterized. And it can't be no regular dunk on this nigga. I'm talking about a dunk where you even said, yo, this nigga's not a laughing stock of the league.
Bronny would have to retire if that happens.
Yes.
I feel like that would bounce him right out the league if that happens, bro.
I don't give a fuck. But let me tell you, I will to the neighborhood. Tell me you would not like to see that.
I mean, it would be hilarious. Sure I'm not crazy. It would be hilarious. I mean, I like Bronny's like a good kid, man, but that shit would be hilarious. Like, let's not pretend that wouldn't be hilarious.
From him and whatnot. I'm talking about the fact to watch a father dunk on his son. Just on a nigga.
Yeah. Anyway, streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tip. Streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tip. Jason Terry levels of a post. Damn, I forgot about that, bro. I forgot. I've just pushed that out of my memory.
Jason Terry when
which real quick before let me see if there's any other Streamlabs there. There's not right now, but as far as the World Cup goes, just kind of talking about some of the matches. The US Bosnia game is 10 minutes of fucking stoppage time. So we got. I know it's insane. So it's going to be a minute. They've got about 3.5 minutes left, technically, somewhere in there. But as far as the stuff that's been so crazy, man, some of the upsets have been insane. The Netherlands got bounced. Germany got bounced. England almost got bounced. I thought the Congo was going to do something.
I want to talk about racism real quick as we do the show. The racism that the black players from the Netherlands caught.
From who? From Netherlands fans?
Yes.
When they got home?
They're all on social media. These motherfuckers have been going in and they were sending them DMs and shit. Like the Netherlands fans, a lot have been held. You can Google it. Racism towards the black Netherlands fans from the players, excuse me. And it's towards the players. Like, because it went into a shootout and it was like, how you gonna miss these things, bro? It was crazy, which just goes to show you love black people, regardless of their nationality, when they're playing for you in the moment.
Yeah.
But when they lose, never forget, who was it over? Cam Newton over in New England.
Yeah. I forgot about that too.
The moment everybody was so happy we got Cam Newton. This motherfucker threw a pick and he was every type of nigger again.
Yep.
We talk about racism doesn't exist and only blah, 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 blah. But you're cool when black people are playing for you or you're all on the same rah, rah, sis, boom, bah. But the moment that they lose, you go full on racism.
The fact that it became a whole thing of like then people started going, is this proof that black players are worse at penalty shootouts? They've like made that a whole fucking debate too. Man, that's fucking crazy. Only thing I will say that like has been kind of positive with some of the eliminations, like I'm sad that Korea got eliminated. However, you know that they spent so much time in Mexico that they love Mexico and they love the Mexicans, and apparently most of the Korean fans have now become Mexico fans. And to be honest with you, it's probably going to be I need to check the bracket, but it feels like the finals for this whole thing is going to be France and Mexico, because they both look unbeatable.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, Mexico is in the lower bracket, so it honestly feels like it's going to be a good game between Mexico and England. But Mexico looks pretty unstoppable, and France looks pretty unstoppable. So that feels like that's going to be the final.
Producer Dwayne says, "Nah, France, Brazil."
I don't know, dude. Mexico looked hella good.
I want Mexico to win because I'm voting for every thick ass Latina. Mexico goes to the finals. I'm buying a Mexico jersey.
I actually have my homegirl made the Mexico team for the dodgeball like a world championship. So I got her jersey out of support with her. I got to get one for Teammate Team USA, man. So she's going to be playing in the world championship for dodgeball.
I've been to that.
I had Tia's jersey too. But yeah, maybe I need to rock that. Oh, that's it. It's over. US has advanced to the round of 16, baby.
Yeah, I guess.
So now let's see, who are we potentially playing? Because I don't remember that part. It is, we're playing Belgium.
That's going to be a good one.
Well, especially because that game in particular that just played earlier today, Belgium and Senegal. Senegal had them 2-0 for most of the game, and Belgium scored in like literally the 86th minute, the 89th minute, and they went to penalties.
Hey, man, listen. Yeah, Dwayne said, we're losing. Belgium got the red.
Well, that's the problem. Losing Blerds, because he'll be suspended for the next game.
Got the red, yeah.
So that's not good.
Is
that
it wrong
almost
that I'm
feels...
not? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go for it.
No, I'm just saying, is it wrong? Like I said before, I'm not patriotic about the U.S. in this, and I understand everybody. the way the country is, I just can't.
You know what I really wanted, though, to be honest with you, because I feel like it would have been the perfect little just like dot on all of the racism that Trump and his ilk have put towards
if Iran would have won.
No, not even that. Not even that. That too, but Iran didn't even make it to the thing. And I have a theory. I have a theory because a lot of people don't. If you didn't watch that game, there was actually a player on Iran that scored within like 2 minutes left in the game, and they called offsides by like his pinky toe. They went back to go look at the replay, and they're like, "Oh, his pinky toe's across the line." Nah, bro, run that shit back. So Iran lost. I swear to God, either Trump or Bibi made a call, being like, "Do it." Call it offsides. Like,
did you say these niggas pulled the Buffalo Wild Wings commercial?
1,000%. 1,000%. But this is what I really want. Obviously, it would be dope as fuck if the U.S. won a World Cup, something that's never happened before, but it's never happened for Mexico either. So what would be incredible, because we're on the opposite sides of the bracket, after all of that racism that's been thrown at Mexico's way, if we get to the finals and Mexico dog walks us, bro, nothing would be funnier.
Nigga, carne asada for everybody. Let's go. Somebody make sure you take a note of this, what time this was, because this shit is getting cut up.
It was around the 1 hour markish. All right, let's keep it pushing to these next stories. We did have another Streamlab come in for Joseph Ashley. He says, with GTA 6 being $100 with no game disc, and Sony saying next console ending the use of game discs entirely, do you see yourself buying a console possible at $1,200 with $100 per game? Do you really own what you buy when Sony deletes films and games you purchase? Yeah, that was another piece of news we were going to talk about very briefly, man. That's been fucking crazy. But Sony is going all digital in 2028. I don't know if there's an asset for that or not.
No.
I do not see one. That's fine. They're going all digital in 2028. There will be no more game discs starting January of 2028.
Okay, that's
why this is such a big fucking deal, because it's already happened with games previously before, but it's easier to look at it with films. There's a reason why there are people that have been pretty aggressively rebelling against this whole idea of everything going to streaming.
Yeah, because you don't control it.
You don't own it. You don't control it. All it takes is one exec who doesn't like a particular writer. All it takes is someone wanting to do a tax write-off. All it takes any sort of thing, and all of a sudden that movie no longer exists whatsoever. It's gone. If you do not have a hard copy of it, it's gone. So the idea that you would potentially pay $80 for a game and have zero guarantees of owning it whatsoever is absolutely fucking crazy. That at any point they can decide, yeah, you're done with that game. You're not playing it anymore. So I think this is absolutely fucking disgusting. Like, why at that point would I want, like, I probably will stop buying consoles at that point. If that's the direction we're going, then I would rather get a gaming PC, even though I'm Mac everything. I'd rather get a gaming PC because then I could download the motherfucking game, and if I need to mod it, I can mod it. But I'm not gonna spend money on this shit if you're just gonna be able to take it away from me at any point in time.
But the problem is, for every one or two people that say they will no longer buy actual consoles, there are 3 that are still like, nah, I'm gonna still do it.
Well, of course.
And I'm not, for those listening and watching alone, if you're watching on replay, I don't want people to think I'm siding with the corporations in this situation. What I'm saying is there isn't enough for the corporations to be like, well, damn, they don't want this. They want the actual physical copies. They would rather, again, some people don't want just the, like you said, the streams and the download codes. They want the actual game, whether it be an SD card or a disc or whatever the case may be. But these companies are just looking at it like, yeah, but we're getting so many people who are still doing what we want them to do. Why should we care about what's happening over here?
Yeah.
Do the math on that.
I'm changing this up real quick. Give me a second.
But it's like,
keep talking.
But it's like, so those corporations look at it as, so it doesn't matter because we're doing what we got going, what we want to have going. People are still going to feed into it. Now, if you get enough people can say all day, every day. There can be so much online discourse that says we're not going to do it, but until the numbers show that they're not going to do it, that's when it counts. Because having these discussions is cool, and having your opinion is a thing. We all have them, which of course, but until you affect the actual bottom line.
And that's the thing. It would have to be, people would have to legitimately full on rebel. And the problem is they were smart to do this. If they were going to do this to start off with,
what did Jay sound like? What, baby? Sound like what? What you talking about? What sound like
what? The problem is ultimately at the end of the day is that unless they were smart to do it with GTA 6 because it's the most anticipated game in God knows how long.
Yeah.
By a mile. And so that by itself just means that like you're going to end up in a scenario where there's a higher probability that they'll get away with this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's because that's not going to stop people from buying GTA 6. They're going to do it.
Right.
So
I don't know. I don't know why. It must be something with yours because no one else in the neighborhood has said
that might have fixed it. I turned up my speaker just a baby bit, but I turned it back down. So that should fix it.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
All good. Yeah. So I'm pretty pissed about that, but it's like at this point I don't even fucking know. I mean, I would not be surprised if you see a massive spike in pirating. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, for sure.
You're going to see a massive spike in pirating.
For sure. And they're then they're gonna be these infomercials and so many execs and so many people like, oh, we don't know why people would do this. This takes it away from blah 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 blah, and try to blame people for pirating. And it's like, no, you know why people are pirating? Because you fucked them over. You fucked them over.
Yeah, no, I agree. What is this other thing? Oh, this real quick. So Universal has made the decision that they're not.
I'm glad we can talk about this. Because I got thoughts on this. I'm glad we can talk about this.
Yeah, for sure. Universal's decided to not hold screenings of the Odyssey for influencers, instead focusing on classic critic screenings. This is seemingly a shift as the studios have recently come under fire for their use of influencers to promote films and poor junket coverage. So I guess the Matt did pose a question to us. I appreciate that. He says, is this the first sign that studios are returning to caring more about critical analysis rather than relying on influencers to sell a film? Or do you feel like this is a one-off? I know you have a lot of thoughts. I don't think this is a universal call. I think this is Christopher Nolan.
That's exactly where I'm going.
I don't think this is at all. Because I think this is Christopher Nolan. Just from the standpoint of he don't really play those games and he takes this shit pretty seriously and all that kind of stuff. I would not be, and all it would take is just seeing one person on a red carpet, because like we've seen it at world premieres where they get these influencers get red carpet access, and then all of a sudden they're saying shit like, gay son or thought daughter, and it's like, what? Bro, we're here for the drama. Can we talk about the movie, the drama? What the fuck are we doing?
Or they're just there to do the red carpet to take the Getty image pic and then leave. They never see the film.
It's not universal. It's not across the board. Obviously, like we're not official critics. We're actors, and then we have like influencer stuff that we've done. We have other people that we work with that are influencers. It's not across the board, because if it was, then this thing would have been kiboshed a long time ago. But there are people that literally have made their whole business of just being kind of a joke. And like that's the whole thing, is to go make a mockery out of all this kind of stuff. And that's going to start to push this in one direction. But I'll tell you this, Jay. I'm curious your thoughts on this. I've said this before in other shows. I think that the true answer, because it feels like most influencers, when they give their thoughts on the film, not all of them, but a lot of them, they're excited about the access, so they will just say whatever so they can stay in the studio's good graces. And it seems like every critic is just shitting on every fucking movie at the same time. They're not actually giving a legitimate critique. Everything sucks. I think that the ultimate move here would be if a top-tier influencer and a top-tier critic came together like Siskel and Ebert, and that they became that duo. So the influencer was the one that, like, in the way you saw like Jobs and Wozniak with Apple, it's the influencers kind of the face, and they're like out there, they're really bringing in the audience. And then the critic is like, here's like the actual film analysis of why it's this, that, and the other. They can debate back and forth about whether or not they like it. But if you put a duo like that together, I genuinely think that they would instantly take over again, the way Siskel and Ebert used to be back in the day. What do you think?
So I definitely agree with you, but I think the issue becomes it would have to be a relatively younger critic, because these older critics are stuck in their ways, as evident by the Supergirl review from Variety and a few others. These older film critics who are these diehard cinephiles who, if it doesn't go through a certain rubric of what a film should be for them, it's a fail automatically. There's very few. I read some of these reviews from these older critics, and not one will say, hey, it's a fun movie. It's a fun time, because a lot of films are meant to be just that. We've forgotten that part, right? So you have to have a younger critic who's understanding of that across the board, where they can break down the technical aspects, et cetera, et cetera. And then you get the influencer when they say stuff about certain things, their legit influence exists, not just them saying an influencer and having numbers. Because you watch somebody who does not give a fuck about a Marvel or DC film, who does not care about any comic book properties, going to see comic book property stuff and supposedly trying to convince people to go. It doesn't work. It doesn't connect.
You know who I think would be the perfect influencer side of that, and then you would just want to find a critic. Straw Hat Goofy Man, Juju.
Juju's already, but Juju's that.
He's already, and the reason I say that is because like I've seen his interviews and like what he does in the press junkets, he actually does it exceptionally well. Because one of the things that we've complained about plenty, both on the acting side of things, on the hosting side of things, because I think I told you that I was up for hosting a major premiere, and they went with a random book talker instead, and that book talker apparently was not very good, and they had to figure out how to like kind of flex in the middle of the premiere as that shit was going. So like Juju is actually very good at what he does. He's very good at interviewing people and everything else like that. He's got the energy. He's got the audience. I feel like he would be a very good one. And again, he's got his own stuff that he's already doing anyway. But if he wanted to flex even further, I feel like he would be the perfect end of that. And then you just need to find a critic that would go well with him, you know?
But that's why I was bringing it up. He's literally the perfect amalgam of both already.
Okay, fair.
He's the perfect amalgam. So you wouldn't pair him with anyone.
He's already both. He's where he's giving good critical reviews. He'll tell you if a movie is just fun, if a TV show is just fun. If some things don't work, he'll say certain things don't work. But also he'll go ahead.
Here was my only question, because I hear what you're saying in that, and I've seen enough of his stuff to know that. But does he? Because like what I was saying with that critic is, like you said, you want somebody that's going to dive into like the further fine points and the elements of that stuff. Does he do that? Because I don't watch all of his stuff. I just see some. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know. I've just seen the few where he's like, "Hey man, I just came from this. I had a good time with it. It's this, that, and the other." And I've seen the ones where he said this movie wasn't very good. So like he's not biased like that or anything like that. But I haven't seen enough to know if he gets into the technical side of things as well. That's
and I say this too as somebody who's known Juju for years, who's worked with Juju on different things. Because he knows when he's doing certain things, how to hit certain demographics. He knows when he's doing certain things that just straight to TikTok or whatever, or social media, he doesn't have to give the long drawn out, the full thing. Here's the beats I need to hit, boom, 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 make your, formula.
Yeah, it's specifically because it's on the TikTok level of things. I agree with you.
Right. So, but I think, I just think that needs to have more, what we need to have happen, I think Christopher Nolan, going all the way back to the beginning, I think Christopher Nolan is going to set a precedent with major directors.
Let me real quick. No, Nolan is not nervous. Nolan is never nervous. And the idea of even putting that out there is kind of crazy. It's specifically that Nolan takes this business actually seriously. And all it takes is enough of seeing some of the influencers that do make it a joke or are just there for the benefits to go, nope, I'm not doing that. Yeah. So
I think
also, go ahead.
I think Nolan is going to be the kickoff to more prominent direct. Like not every director will have that pool to be able to say, "I'm not doing it." Mel, to be honest, we kind of. I know you just kind of joined back and forth. Where the fuck is my mouse at? There it is. Mel said, "Did Nolan say why he's not doing it? He wants critics to screen it. He doesn't want influencers." He wants people he believes that actually are actual film critics.
And then we'll to that point give full blown like actual critical review and not feel like it's being skewed one way or the other.
So I think Nolan, Spielberg. Granted, again, this shows you how prominent Steven Spielberg is. Nigga, Disclosure Day came and fucking went.
Is it already out of theaters?
Damn near. Ain't nobody talking about it.
That's crazy. Well, I understand that. I know it. I know that it, but I didn't realize it was already almost pulled. That's what's nuts.
Nobody. So you get Nolan, Spielberg, Scorsese, all the bigger ones. The bigger ones. Oh no, somebody said almost said no, it's still there. But you get the bigger directors, the ones who the studios will listen to. They'll be the ones to make those calls. The really established, we make you money directors. The Ryan Cooglers, the Russos, people like that. Those are the ones who will be able to say, nah, this is just critics and people who really cover it. When you have the newer critics and directors and whatnot, they don't have that pull yet. They don't have that sway. And so I think this is the beginning of that. I think it's going to be a very big split. I think and we can move on at this. I think we're going to have a very big split. I think you're going to get, and I hate to use it this way, you're about to get a bunch of whining online. You're about to get a lot of bitching and whining from influencers, people who thought they were critics. Let's just keep it a buck. People who even thought they were critics, but are just viewed as influencers. Because to an extent, like you said earlier, we could be considered the same way. There are going to be a lot of people that are going to be hit with this thing, that are going to be felt a certain way, and then they're going to be pulled away from it. Regardless of how long they may have done something or whatever the case may be, you're about to get a bunch of them get their feelings hurt now. And you can't be mad. You can't be mad at the director.
But to that point, that's where you need to make that transition if you haven't already. So like the difference between like say what Christian and Roka are doing, for example, is that they are actually accredited critics. They have gotten their accreditation. So yes, they're using social media and there is a level of influence that's going on, but they have gotten their accreditation versus somebody I'm just giving my opinion on whatever it is. So in the same way, technically anybody can be a critic. Technically anybody can be an actor. but there is definitely a difference between an actor that is in SAG versus an actor that is not. That is the big difference. Hell, even Matt Thomas, who's here, our producer who's here, also use social media like that. He's an accredited critic. He is a part of the Cleveland Critics Association or whatever it is. I don't know the specific name. You can put in the. Are you not? I thought you were.
He's just a half breed who likes.
I know Amaru is down in North Carolina, but I thought that Matt was in the Cleveland.
Come on in, Matt. Come in. Just come in.
He's eating. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a critics association in Cleveland.
But I thought you were a part of some black something out there.
No. I'm not a part of anything. I'm just accredited locally, though. That's it.
That's what we mean.
Yeah. No, I just mean like with the representatives that I work with, I'm just accredited as they view me as a critic, not an influencer.
But that's fine. I'm talking specifically about your credentials as a critic.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That is what influencers, if they want to continue to do this, need to look to do.
Get the actual
is to get the actual critics accreditation. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're saying, Matt. We're trying to make sure you like we're giving you the flowers on it, like because you do it. Because there's so many people I keep seeing on social on threads, especially all these. Look, you can drop out, Matt, and finish eating. You know, I know you want to finish, brother. Appreciate you. I know he's like, nigga, I'm trying to finish. We appreciate you. But there's so many people you see on threads and YouTube, et cetera, that everybody want to have these negative reviews on Supergirl just to make YouTube things, and none of them will ever be considered actual critics. Because all they're doing is just shitting on things. And they're just like, no, I'm a critic. Look at my YouTube channel. Look at my views. It's like, no, you're just a reviewer. There's also a difference. Because I could have applied I literally missed the window 4 different times.
For what?
Was told to apply for my accreditation for Rotten Tomatoes and all that.
Oh.
Because of all the things I've done. Like I was told several times to apply. But people, I think the thing is, to summarize all of this, like I was saying earlier, you are going to have people who are going to be pissed. So, man, why can't they have me here? And it's like, no, the directors don't want it. Oh, what do the directors fear? They don't fear nothing. They just want real people who are accredited film critics to review their properties. And there's nothing wrong. And I think that's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. We have gotten so comfortable and so complacent with social media type careers, content creation, et cetera, that we will not accept the fact that directors are like, no, you need to have this level of credentialing to be able to review and we take it serious. You can do whatever you want to do on social media. You can post whatever you want to post, but it doesn't count to us. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, go ahead, Matt.
Yes.
Frozen.
You having a stroke?
My computer froze.
Oh,
okay. You
can you hear me? Or
we can hear you. That's why I'm confused.
My computer's frozen. So you guys froze on my screen. That's why I didn't know what's going on. No, as someone who does put in the work, when I look at Fantastic Four last year, when that one influencer in Britain asked about cunty energy and daddy energy to Vanessa, Vanessa Kirby, and I was just like, this is what's getting accredited and able to actually, this is who they're letting in to ask this stuff when there's people who've been grinding day after day. Like last year when Superman came out, when they were filming in Cleveland, they didn't give anybody in the area a press tour. But right before the film came out, we found out they flew out all these people to come check out the set to film it. It's just like, why isn't the local media getting this access? Even though there are multiple critics out here who are Rotten Tomatoes accredited and whatnot, my father included. And I was like, you're not giving these people who can actually give shine and do what they need to do.
You just said it, but I hate to cut you off real quick, but you just said it.
You're good.
You said the difference between local and flying people out, right? The local, I hear where you're coming from, and correct me if I'm wrong, but please do. But to them, the local is like, yo, you'll tell people in the Cleveland area and blah, blah, blah. That's how they look at it. But these people that are flying out, they're only flying you out. Well, flying you in. Excuse me. They're flying you in because they believe you have this bigger reach. And if they're flying in saying, "Hey, I was on the Superman set," the belief is their fans are gonna go, "Oh, they was on the Superman set. I can't wait to see the movie."
It's the same reason that unfortunately we have lost roles as actors before or hosts, is just from the standpoint of they go, "Oh man, Jay, you had a fantastic audition, Brody. That was incredible. What are your numbers on Instagram? Oh, you only had 50. Oh, this other nigga that auditioned, he wasn't nearly as good as you, but he's got almost 500,000 followers. So we're just gonna go with that. I'm sorry." The number of roles that I know that both of us have lost from that, and I've been told directly that, which is why you hear us at times go, "Hey y'all, if you haven't already subscribed to the shit, like follow us on shit." And you even had actors that already at that B-list, A-list level that have straight up been like, "I was about to delete social media and I got yelled at by everybody on my team that if I do that, they will actively not cast me and shit." And these are people that are already series regular, starred in movies type shit, and they are being told that they can't do that shit.
So go ahead, Matt, make it quick because you go around. I need you to make it quick.
So here's how it works. There's a wire. My dad's stuff has ended up on USA Today because his paper is owned by USA Today.
Okay, that's fair.
So, and Mark Mazzaros, another local critic, his stuff is running the Chicago Tribune, things like that. Because if you're owned by one of those bigger companies, they can pull from your work regardless. Okay. So that's why it's like, still give those people that shine is still going to go nationally, whether you expect it to or not.
Understand. I want to bring this up real quick. Thank you for that. Especially, as I said, for about past 5 years, a lot of filmmakers have been trashing critics, especially Rotten Tomatoes. But this goes back to what we were, which again, understandable, but this goes back to what Winston said a while back about how you've had some of these older critics, especially, who have just been trashing everything.
Yeah, they've become, instead of critics, they've become cynics. And so it just becomes
there it goes. That was it.
That's the bar. That's the bar.
That's the bar,
That's the bar, baby.
The bar bitches. That's the bar bitches.
Wait a minute. Wait, this was it. Yeah.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga.
That's the bar. You have more critics that become cynics because again, people keep saying, "Oh, there are no good movies. There's no good movies," and that's not true.
It's not true.
That's just that part is a thing too that also upsets me because we can go into this we can go into the talking about Supergirl and everybody like this thing of nobody's making good movies, and it's just not true.
Did you see it yet?
I have not had a chance to.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk Supergirl for a minute, and then we'll talk obviously the other big premiere.
It's past a week. You ain't gotta do all that because I know what you finna do. Nope.
What was I gonna do?
The spoiler alert thing, like you always do.
Oh, I wasn't worried about that.
It's not past a week. It's only been 5 days, bro, or 6 days.
He's right. It's been 5 days, but
we're past the week. Nah,
but I don't need to talk. I didn't do that for that. I don't need to talk about spoilers. I just wanted because if you want, like, people can go and watch I've done my full review on it. It's on my channel. You can check it out because I went to do an out of the theater reaction, and then I was like, nah, nigga, I got more to say. And so then I just made it one.
I'm like, hey, Dre, I got something to say to himself.
What you talking about? Hey, but it was because I said in that, I was like, I did this, that, and the other. And I was like, I probably won't do anything else on this. And then I on the drive home, I was like, nope. And then I fired up the camera and I did a whole thing. But there is a lot to be liked about the movie, but there are some glaring issues. There are pacing issues in the movie. I brought that up in there. I brought up the fact that I'm not convinced yet of Jason Momoa as Lobo because it felt like half the time he was kind of phoning it in a little bit. I have a very distinct image in my head from the books and from, Superman, the animated series and the Justice League cartoon back then of Lobo being kind of a douche and annoying as fuck always. And it felt like at times that he was just kind of like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm just kind of in my corner, like whatever. Shake your head all you want, Matt. That's exactly how it was. There were times that I think he was spot on.
Here's the best thing before you finish, I'm going to acknowledge the both of y'all. Here's the best thing about what the both of y'all did. You both have an opinion on how you view the character.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's like when he was spot on, he was spot on. But there were plenty of times where I was like, So there's that. but there was plenty of pacing issues. And I said in my review, for me, if there's ever a point in time where I go to check my phone, not to check for a text, but to see what time it is, or to look at my watch to see what time it is, it's typically a sign that the pacing is off. And that happened I didn't actually pull my phone out or look at my watch, but that happened a number of times where I was like, what's going on right now? Now,
well, I'm that person. I do that anyway, naturally.
Sure.
I'm at a point now because I'm always like, I have this innate fear of missing something.
Sure.
Like, important.
Sure.
So
I think I go to enough screenings nowadays, and I watch enough shit that I am okay with putting my phone away, putting it on a do not disturb. If, for those that don't know, by the way, if you have an iPhone, if you have if you go to the driving setting, you can there's an auto message there that was originally put into place so that when you're driving, it says, "Hey, I'm driving right now. I can't answer my phone." You can actually change, you can customize that message, which I've done multiple times. And I have one that specifically says, "I'm out of screening. I'll get back to you." Nothing is going to go down that quickly in a 2-hour movie span. And if it does, that phone call's coming in 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And then I have to acknowledge,
whatever this is. Show me how to do that.
Huh? I'll show you how to do it later. That's fine.
I want to do that. Yeah,
so I'll show you how to do it later. So the things that I love, I thought Millie did an incredible job. And I thought she really set up Kara exceptionally well for whatever's going forward. I thought the girl that played Ruthie, I thought that she did a really good job. And then my other issue is I thought they changed Creme too much, that I just didn't really rock with that. You know what I'm saying? So there are issues with the movie, but it wasn't in any way, shape, or form throw it out. Like that's the problem, is the number of people that did that, let alone all the right-wing motherfuckers that are like, "Oh, Millie Alcock said that maybe Carr is bisexual." Like Jesse Walters was like, "Men don't find that actually attractive at all. Maybe when you're 18, but nobody actually likes it because we don't trust you." Like they've gone on a full woke tangent about this shit yet again, which is the shit that's fucking annoying. It may not be the best movie in the world, but this idea that they're immediately throwing the baby out with the bathwater is so fucking infuriating, man.
So my thing is, this is what I read, and I was reading a bunch of people, and one of my good buddies, Todd Stashwick, you can catch him in the upcoming Vision Quest. He's in Picard. He's in a bunch of stuff. Todd made a great post about this, and I haven't seen the film yet, but he said it.
Who said that? Who did?
Todd Stashwick.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, it's a story about finding yourself, finding who you are. And I think the issue overall, again, this is coming from someone who has yet to see the film. Let me preface that to everyone listening, everyone who may be commenting, or whatever the case may be. We keep thinking every single superhero movie has to be this big bang out, blowout, just action-packed shit, and sometimes can't have a certain story. I do agree. From what I saw another post, somebody said Supergirl's biggest problem was Supergirl's marketing. Here's why.
That was part of it.
They marketed her movie like a major blockbuster film, as opposed to marketing her as this is another movie. For all intents and purposes, it's a plot device in the story that's leading to everything going forward. They marketed it as this big, giant blockbuster film. So when it doesn't deliver on that, supposedly people, now people are like, "Oh, it's terrible." But every single movie, even Marvel films, are not meant to be giant block. We've gotten so accustomed to these movies being these gigantic blockbuster films, to the point that when they come out and they don't hit what this expectation that we have, we now look at it as it's wrong.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I do think, I mean, I said this on Spill the Tequila yesterday, and then we can move on to X-Men 97, but
real quick, okay, go ahead, because I want to read the Streamlabs. We just got in.
Yeah. I think the other thing in particular, Jay, you know this, most of the neighborhood, I believe, is black or people of color or of some minority group of some form or fashion, but I know there's people of all different kinds here, straight, white, all that shit, right? But anybody that's any part of any minority group, women have heard this as well. You got to work twice as hard to get half as much in this world. And so the only thing that I will say in that regard is there are definitely some issues with the script as stuff kind of goes on in there, that knowing that already, Supergirl is really a B-list character, if we're keeping it a buck.
Yes.
She's a B-list character. people still, even though she is so different than Superman, still reads as derivative. So when you put all of that kind of collectively in the thing, it needed to be like bulletproof, especially knowing the incels were going to come out anyway and hate it regardless. It needed to be bulletproof. And
But
because there was enough little issues with the script, that opened up, unfortunately, these ridiculous fucking floodgates. It shouldn't be that way. We should all be able to succeed and fail like everyone else without that added pressure. But I know every black person has had that conversation. Their parents have been like, you got to work twice as hard to get half as much as your white counterparts. Every woman has been told, you got to work twice as hard to get half as much as the men in the world. That's the only thing, is that it needed to be like so goddamn bulletproof. And I fucking hate that that's what needs to happen. But unfortunately, it is what it is, man.
Chris Cochran says, I worry they're going to sideline Millie and Amanda tomorrow. David Ellison will also have no issue firing her because she supports Palestine. Ellison is friends with Netanyahu. I don't think that'll be a case because of that. Here's the problem with that. I get where you're coming from, Chris, but I think with a statement like that, the problem would be you run the risk of losing so much talent across, especially with them about potentially fully acquiring Warner Brothers. If you did that on that, you would lose so much fucking talent across the board. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just, I understand it's like, well, this is how I feel about this. That's understandable. But, you know, that's a whole nother issue. Real quick, I want to read this Streamlab we got in from Fred Tass 314. Again, streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tip. Hey, Blerds, just dropping a quarter to show some support. Supergirl was good. I've seen it twice and was never bored. My favorite scene was Kara going to space because she had to scream. Next up is the Odyssey.
No, I love that too, because that is what I mean by I really appreciated both Kara and Ruthie, as far as you really got at the core of what they as women are like feeling in this world. And I thought it was a smart move. They made an adjustment where there was like a whole human trafficking thing that was going on.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I don't disagree with that. I don't love the choice for the ending, to be honest with you, but I know I have a very strong theory. I already mentioned this in other stuff I've been on this week. I have a theory. We're going to be recording it a little bit later tonight and hopefully get it up. If not by the weekend, it'll be up early next week, of where this is all going. There's enough writing on the wall right now and how that movie ended that I know exactly where this is going to go. And I would bet a serious amount of money on that.
Want to address that before I do it? You can have this one.
No, you got it, man.
James Gunn not having a structured universe. What do you even mean? He does have a structure for his universe. Everybody keeps thinking it has to be what the MCU has done. James Gunn knows what he's doing. I need people. First, this is why I'm glad that I saw this comment, because I wanted to bring this up. And I meant to move on. And I apologize. I really do apologize, Winston.
You're good.
Stop saying this is going to get him fired, because it's not. Stop saying, oh, this is going to ruin everything he's got, because it's not.
Not this. Not this. I'll tell you that I said this yesterday to Roka. I said that this feels like we're watching a playoff series, and by the nature of starting a new universe and all that kind of stuff, you had home field advantage. You won the first game. You squeaked it out. Like it could have been a little bit more of a convincing win, but you had a good win with Superman. And then you went into Supergirl, and just based off of the box office and how people have kind of mixed received it, that's like dropping that second home game. And now you got to go on the road. So it's not going to do anything, but you've got to hit. And so I think Clayface is going to be huge as far as that narrative. I think Lantern is going to be huge. I understand that he did not directly do it, but it is under the DCU umbrella as far as building stuff out.
Which is crazy. He just threw it in there because it had to come out. It's not even in everything else. That's the great. Lantern is not even part of this in a sense. But
the fact that Guy Gardner is going to be in it says that
he must have added him. He must have added him to it. Okay, yeah, because at first
that's been announced a long time ago. So no, it's connected. I understand that it was kind of done under a different thing, but it's been connected for a while.
Go ahead, yeah.
So I say all that to say is that you've got 3 major projects coming out in the near future. It's Clayface, it is Lanterns, and it is Man of Tomorrow. All of those need to hit at this point, because like I said, if this was a playoff series, shit, you lost home field advantage, so you really got to hit it now. You got to come back and show them what's up.
No one does this shit with the Marvel Cinematic Universe though. That's what irks me all the time.
But the reasoning for that though is because they had.
Oh yeah, it wasn't. You're right. You're right. It wasn't announced that Aaron Pierre is going to be in. Yeah, you're right. He decided to pull it in. So my apologies for that, Matt. You're right.
You're good. But the idea also of just, I understand they don't do that, but that's in the same way that they don't necessarily do that with like South Park, saying that South Park is like crazy offensive. Nobody's canceling South Park because it was kind of grandfather claused in. The MCU to that point kind of started this whole thing and got established enough and has done enough that it's not going to meet that kind of scrutiny. Like, but bro, it does meet some for sure, but it's, you see, they had more trust to kind of do that.
I get that, but when they've had movies or what TV shows back to back that haven't done quote unquote well,
oh, of course, and people have been like, "Is the superhero genre dead?"
He's gonna get fired. The fuck out of here with that.
Everybody's been like, "Is the superhero genre dead?" And that, let alone the fact, like, don't pretend like they didn't do a major pivot when all of a sudden it wasn't just the Jonathan Majors of it all. That was a major part of it, no pun intended. But it was also just that all of a sudden it was like, okay, we're not doing any more shows, or if we are doing shows, they're loosely like attached, but they're not. And like all this other, like, let's not pretend like that shit has not made adjustments since. Hell, even the idea of bringing back Robert Downey Jr. and the Russos and using that is also a level of shit. We got to turn the ship a little bit. So,
but the RDJ thing. But here's I oh God, I want to, because I know we need to move on, because I disagree with that, because also. RDJ, the Russos, yeah. Who else better? There's nobody better to do an Avenger story than the people that have been doing it, right?
So I don't disagree, and they both said that they wanted to anyway.
But the RDJ thing was something that had been in the works for God knows how long. On top of it, it only makes sense with the Tony Stark storylines, the Victor Von Doom variants, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
So to sit there and say that, oh man, because I saw people would say the MCU struggling so much they had to go and get Robert Downey Jr. It's like, no. Story-wise, it's why I argue with people about pro wrestling stories.
I don't disagree with that, but I truthfully, and I know that this was before all the stuff went down with Jonathan that year, because remember, he had Ant-Man come out and then he turned around and had Creed 3, so he was on that tear. And then about the end of the summer, early winter is when the whole case happened. They looked at Ant-Man and Quantumania and they were like, oh, people aren't. Like, they liked him as Victor Timely and shit, and He Who Remains, but they're not really vibing with shit. They're kind of, and so there was an inkling, but fortunately, because of Kang's association with Reed and with Doom and everything else, hell, with the fucking X-Men, and we can talk about that too. We need to move on to 97. Yes. It gave you a pivot if you needed to pivot. You know what I'm saying? Mm. So, what is?
No, I got you. Let's move on. So X-Men 97. If somebody can hit the ass, and none of us are looking. I love it. I got
it here.
I love it how all of us are doing three different things.
Yeah.
X-Men 97 has debuted. The first 3 episodes of the second season debuted on Disney Plus. If you remember, at the end of the first season, the X-Men were pulled through time. They were split up. Half were gone to the future and met a young Nathan Summers, a probably like 8 to 9 year old Nathan Summers and Mother Ascani. And then the rest were pulled in the past where they met a young Insabanur, aka Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Well, these 3 episodes gave you those stories and a whole lot more.
And I will say this, because this we will do a spoiler alert on, because that literally dropped this morning. We're not going to do that.
That's fair.
That would be bullshit. Because people have jobs and lives, and the World Cup is on.
Fuck y'all lives. Fuck these jobs. Fuck your babies.
Because what you're going to do is you encourage people to say, "Fine, I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go watch the show instead of watch this shit." So don't do that.
No. I know.
But I will say, I was very concerned without Boda Mayo that the show was going to completely go tits up.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought the fire, man. I need stuff to continue to play out, but all I know is I text Jay this morning and I said, "Nigga, you need to watch this shit immediately if you ever watch that shit, and you let me know when you get to episode 2." And all of a sudden I get back a couple hours like,
because if you didn't know, so again, spoiler alert, if you've seen the trailer, you know we're getting the X-Force. You know we're getting X-Factor. We're going heavy in the X-Men lore. But it is what they do.
But they do introduce some of these elements that we won't say anything beyond that was amazing. It was absolutely phenomenal. And the way they have already set a bunch of shit up.
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
loved it. I think the fact that, again, the Summers family is massive, and these motherfuckers was so busy worried about their son, not realizing their daughter right there.
Right there,
Like,
bro.
Did nobody look at this? Did nobody look at Mother of Scotty's eyes and was like, "Hey, bitch, is that a phoenix?" Like,
Okay, now you are kind of doing spoilers.
what?
You might want to shut the fuck up.
The Mother of Scotty is that's not a spoiler. That's a comic thing.
I mean, it is, but also it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What I am most interested in, and this could be interesting if they are trying to do any sort of crossover with the MCU as a whole. There's something that gets revealed at the end of episode 3 that made me go, "Oh, is that how they're going to close the loop?"
Which part?
Who did they show at the end of episode 3?
Oh, you mean he's been sitting there the whole time? Yeah.
I mean, yes, but then they never straight up used his name, and then they did, and then they showed his face.
They said it multiple times. They said his name a couple times.
Okay, well, either way, that was enough of a twist for some people that it was like, oh shit. So I know where they're going with this clearly.
But here's the thing. I was texting one of my homeboys because he texted me about it. I feel like this. If you know they're in Egypt, because I think it was brought up already, you know there's a possibility who you can run into, right? Mm-hmm. Egypt gives you inside Nur Apocalypse because he's born in Egypt, but it also gives you Rama-Tut. Who is Rama-Tut, y'all?
That's what I'm saying. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. If they want to go look it up, they can go look it up.
This is Blerds N The Hood. This is what we do, baby. That's what we do. I see how you flick the hair.
Because I'm annoyed. Because again, we literally just said it. To say it's been what is it? 7 o'clock. It's been barely 18 hours, bro.
Nigga.
Okay, fine. Yes, you can
sorry.
go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me where I'm
No, because this is where we're gonna butt heads on this. We're talking about a comic book show, a TV show based on a comic book that have characters that are clearly established in who they are.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fine. Yes.
It'd be a different story if I'm talking about stuff that's not established already.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fine. So yes, they are. If they're going Rama-Tut being another version of Kang.
Right. So you potentially get him because
not potentially. You are. It is definitely happening.
Oh, because that was definitely in the scene without seeing him. But you also now you see basically Apocalypse is going to be how you get Onslaught. So you get an Apocalypse, Onslaught, Rama-Tut, potentially Kang, fucking whoever else. These niggas got to go through a lot.
But they don't have enough episodes to do all of that. I think you're just going to get the story specifically, the kind of Apocalypse Worthless Age of Apocalypse shit, and you're kind of focusing on that with Rama-Tut being a major influence, and that's what you focus on this season. You can't do all of those things because it's only 8 episodes, 10 episodes?
No, that's true. Because if you see the title of the 7th episode, if you're waiting for something, look at the title of the episodes. I'm not going to. This is True Zeno Hour. Not everyone has knowledge of the comics. This is very fair. I get it. But you got it. I don't get a chance to talk this shit that much.
I mean, sure. But yeah, just because it's our random live show, that's why we normally put the thing up there and we hold off on that shit, but it's fine.
Fair.
Where would I find the name of it?
It's because they dropped the thing where it says all the names of the episodes. So you can just
okay. I see. Here's the wiki. Oh,
not yet. Chris,
which episode? The 7th one?
The 7th. I think it's the 7th one.
Oh yeah, I did see that a while ago. I just didn't even.
So you know what that means. You know what? So that's why I don't want to say anything about that.
Yeah. No, we're good.
So yeah, but I think that there's so much that you're seeing where you get Wolverine back, and this is what upset me though. There was no, because we see him in the trailer, right? We see him in the trailer doing his thing.
I would have loved some explanations. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, yeah, but
you saw. I'm just going off what you saw in the trailer. Like you see him in the trailer, so you're like, "Oh shit, Wolvie's back," and I'm like, "Okay, Wolvie's back."
No, I agree. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on because we're way out of time, and I wanted to do. We still got to do a Karen, and I was trying to do a keep 3 cut 4 in the spirit of the.
You want to do what?
I wanted to do a keep 3 cut 4 in the spirit of the fucking.
Oh, I had one outside of keep 3 cut 4 that was good. That was gonna be interesting. Save your keep 3 cut 4 for next week.
Well, this one just kind of goes with the 4th of July, though.
Okay. Shit. All right.
We can.
Hey man.
Here's the thing. Let me ask this. Let me ask our producers really quick. I know we're trying to stay on time with everything. We got a little overzealous with some of the stuff. I think we got time to do both of those. Do the Karen and get out of here. We'll probably be about 10 or 15 minutes over. Everybody cool with that? I'm assuming people will be okay with the slightly longer episode, but I want to respect people's time. I don't want to fuck this up if people are not ready for that.
Somebody in the chat. I'm reading the chat. Somebody said I think it's too early for.
Oh, they also told us that they muted us, so they can't even hear us. So let me ask the producers. We are done with X-Men.
We are talking about.
We are talking about doing
about big
10 to 15 minutes over, if that's okay
for
with you.
a while.
Everybody says they're cool. It's really up to them. I want to respect their time and everything. All right, they're good. All right, cool. Then you can go first. We can do my keep 3 cut 4 second if you want.
All right. So I've been seeing these a lot on social media, and you guys can get to interject as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to pick only 5 black sitcoms.
Oh, you bitch.
So here are the choices.
Oh my God.
Here are the choices. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Living Single, Family Matters, Martin, Sister, Moesha, 101, Girlfriends, The Wayans Brothers, The Parkers, My Wife and Kids, The Bernie Mac Show, Everybody Hates Chris, That's So Raven, The Proud Family, Insecure, A Different World, The Boondocks, Smart Guy, The Jamie Foxx Show, The Steve Harvey Show, Half and Half, and Keenan and Kel. You can only. So
I need to find.
I'll put it in here. I'll put it in here as well. Just so I had it there, but I also added here.
Did you just text us?
Oh, you need me to?
I don't give a shit. I just need to be able to see it because I want us to be on screen, but I need to see my options here. This is rough. This is gonna be a rough. Only 5 black sitcom. Let's see if I can find the image.
I got it. Here it is.
Okay.
The only one that's being covered is Steve.
Great.
The only one that's covered is Steve.
I got it here. You can put it back. Back to normal. Because I found a clean one of it.
No, this is cool. We'll have it up here because it still would be like when we're cutting and editing if we need to. Or unless you want to.
Okay. If you're gonna do that, then
I'll take it down. Oh, I got you. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This one. There you go.
Okay. So
oops. It's here. There you go.
Yeah.
That'll work. All right. Am I going first?
Yeah, buddy.
All right.
You can only choose 5.
I only get 5. Fresh Prince. The Boondocks.
Say it. Because you sound like you want to say it.
Insecure.
Ooh.
Keenan and Kel. The Bernie Mac Show.
You sound so hurt. You sound so hurt by your
I was
choice.
extremely hurt. I was extremely hurt because there's some major cuts here that broke my spirit. That's So Raven was my shit. The Proud Family was my shit. I the fact that I left off Smart Guy, I really am upset about that. I love Martin for like individual episodes and shit, but I never watched it start to finish like everybody else. But that was in the conversation for me. The Wayans Brothers was my shit. Like that hurt, but that would be my 5.
You okay? You okay?
What about you?
I ain't never seen you be this hurt, bro. This hurt.
That was mean as fuck.
It's like it hurt you. All right, this is my 5, and so I'll read off Matt Thomas, our producer's 5. He says, Fresh Prince, Keenan and Kel, My Wife and Kids, The Bernie Mac Show, The Boondocks. And I'm going to tell you something. A couple of these answers that I was expecting both of y'all pretty much gave are telling about the generations in which you grow up in.
Yep.
It's just a fact. It tells about the generations you grew up in.
1000%.
Here are mine. So you can audit. With that being said, here are mine. Fresh Prince, Living Single, The Boondocks, Insecure, My Wife and Kids.
That's fair. I never got into My Wife and Kids. I saw, again, it's another one of those shows I saw a few episodes. The closer ones that I got left off and really kind of hurt my spirit. Again, Smart Guy, The Wayans Brothers, Sister, That's So Raven. I enjoyed the Steve Harvey show, man. That whole thing was said and what's her name?
Lovey.
But yeah,
Levita,
man, that was
Levita.
Yes, fucking said Levita. Their whole relationship is absolutely fucking
Levita,
hilarious.
Alizé Jenkins.
Yeah. All right, man. That was a good one. See, and look, that's what I'm saying. We need some more. We need more of this.
I have
right
a couple
here,
of these. I've started collecting these.
Good. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do a keep 3, cut 4. You be hating me for these. I've got technically 3. We'll do 1. We'll see what time looks like.
Yeah, let's do 1.
3, cut 4. Cookout staples. Now, this isn't necessarily just food. This is just at the cookout period. Cookout staples.
You
look so mad.
You are such a whore. You are such a whore.
After you made me cut Smart Guy, kiss my ass, bro. Kiss my ass.
You are so full of shit.
All right, you ready?
No, but go ahead.
All right, man. The rules of the game, for those that don't know, keep 3, cut 4. I'm going to read 7 items to Jay blindly. Has no idea in what order. He can keep 3. He can cut 4. The minute he finishes 1, so if he keeps 3, the others are automatically cut. If he cuts 4, the rest are automatically kept. So here we go. Spades / dominoes.
Nigga, I'll fight you. Keep that. There's nothing about nope.
All right,
nigga, that's what I do every look. That's what I do.
That's why I asked. It's a staple, man. All right, next one. The electric slide and all of its derivatives. So the Cupid shuffle, the fucking cha-cha slide, the fucking wobble, any electric slide ass.
Come on, see, this is bullshit.
Hey man, you get to keep 3 of them.
I can't dance. We can't dance. Oh God.
So what? Matt's calling me a whore for this? Wow. Fuck you, Matt.
Hey, Mild Matty coming here and said, Jay, you better not keep potato salad with the raisins.
All right, Jay. So yeah, what you doing?
Shit.
Keeping a cut in the electric slide.
Oh my God. I'm cutting it.
Okay. All right. Wow. You hate family. That's fine.
You know what? You are.
Speaking of family, here's your next one. The cousin walk.
Cut it.
You're cutting the cousin walk, nigga.
I don't have to take. I'm grown now. I don't have to take the cousin walk no more.
Ah, that's wild, bro. Some of my absolute best memories of these motherfucking cousin walks, bro.
Also, you're talking to somebody who never did the cousin walk, so.
Fair. Okay. All right. Fair.
I can cut
it. Fair. All right, man. Next one. Ribs.
Cut it.
Cutting ribs.
Cutting
Damn.
Ribs.
All right, man.
Ribs.
Cutting ribs. That's wild. I did not think that you would cut ribs.
Hey, brother, listen. Don't let this afro fool you, baby. Sometimes we don't need all that.
This nigga said, "What kind though?" That might be, real talk, man. I love you with all my heart.
I should.
That might be the most big back ass motherfucking question I've ever heard in my entire. He typed it and I saw him do like this. I saw him go,
It's beef ribs or pork ribs. Like, if it's beef ribs, like, that's a real question because that's a meal on its own.
Yes, it is. A beef rib. Hey, brother, beef rib is beef rib. And first of all, this is hilarious to say.
But
wait.
Interpret that how you want. I said ribs, tenderism, nigga.
No, nigga, you got to look at a beef rib.
I understand. ribs, you are cutting them, correct? Because that includes beef or pork. I don't fucking care. I know that they
I don't like
taste
the
good
way
there.
you're doing this. I cut it still.
You're cutting it, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you got 3 cuts. You cut one more thing, you automatically keep the last 2.
Please God, don't keep potato salad.
Your next one. Henny.
Cut it.
You're cutting it?
Yeah, I don't drink it. I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this so much, but
All
I
right,
don't drink Hennessy.
all right. So Jay, so far, you have cut the electric slide, you've cut the cousin walk, you've cut ribs, both beef and pork, and you've cut Henny.
I just want to say to every black person watching this right now, I'm so sorry. I just listened and we listened out what you said.
You kept spades / dominoes. You kept these last 2 Madden / 2K tournaments. And you've also kept pound cake and sweet potato pie.
Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
Remind me not to go to a cookout Jay is throwing because he's just trying to make sure motherfuckers kill each other.
The Madden 2K tournaments and domino spades, bro.
Yes.
And the sweet potato pie, the pound cake. If you were the last nigga to take the last piece of pie, somebody go die.
You need the dancing there as like the peacemaking time. Like that's the time of peace.
Nigga, I literally, hey, think something. If it's patty pies too, somebody gonna die. Somebody gonna die.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. So the other ones we can save for another time because we got to get out of here. But these are also very fun. I'm excited about that. So we'll do that another time. So yeah, you already know what time it is, man. It's time for an ode to Karens.
And now, an ode to Karens, brought to you by Blerds N The Hood. Now, before we go into this dedication, you must be asking yourself, well, what is a Karen and what does it mean? Well, Karen is a mocking slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes. Karen is generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to retail and restaurant managers to voice complaints or make demands, and being a nagging, often divorced mother from Generation X. Karens most notably have been known now to call the police on black people when they're just doing this thing called living. You know, something that God allowed them to do. This includes Barbecue Becky, Permit Patty, Sleepin' Sarah, and a host of others. And typically, Karens feel that because they are white women, they are entitled to do whatever they want and make life choices based on their insecurities as well as fears. Well, here are a few moments of wild Karens caught in their natural habitat.
I will say, someone pointed out, bro, you essentially cut all the things that bring people together and calm them down and kept all the shit that starts World War III. Like, I fight all, like, Matt kind of said it, but I really looked at it.
You had to look at
it. Calms people down. The whole family gets in on that. The cousin walk, we all get a little stoned. Everybody calms the fuck down.
Hey, bro.
Like, the ribs to the Henny will get you turned up.
Okay, I was gonna say, you tell me when Hennessy has calmed niggas down. You tell me when it was a time you gave it. Hey, this nigga's acting wild. Give him a shot of Hennessy.
I mean, I don't disagree. I don't disagree. But like, you kept spades and dominoes. You kept Madden and 2K tournaments, and then whoever takes that last piece of pie cake is literally going to fight somebody. You really kept the most. Jesus Christ.
Because you scared me.
Xbox is abandoning physical media too. Yeah, no, they've all gotten on that train. Now this is bullshit, man. Anyway,
because you scared me with your choices. Hey, don't we love it when a Karen fuck around and find out? Check this out.
You might want to repark your car though.
You're not transparent.
I'm very whoa, man, get off my stuff. Get off. Hey, don't touch my stuff.
Man.
Do not touch my stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
You?
Don't touch my stuff again. That's what you get for putting your hands on people. That's where I'll find out.
What happened?
I'm trying to find that out. What did happen?
Somebody hurt me. Is this okay?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yes, I've been pepper sprayed before. Twice.
Oh.
It's miserable.
Oh. Why did they do that to me?
That's what I'm trying to find out. What happened?
Oh, God. Please help me. Oh! What?
It is not.
Why is my face hurting?
Do you have a dry towel?
Help me. Help me. Help me. My face.
Here, try to put this dry towel on your face and
I
dry it.
can't.
Every time it gets wet, it's going to reactivate and burn again.
Lord,
Okay.
Jesus, hold my face. Why is my face hurting like this?
Because you got pepper spray, it sounds like, from what you're telling me. Hey, try to
Can
breathe.
somebody help my face?
Try to breathe. The best you can do is wash it really good and let it dry, and you just got to let it wear off.
Somebody help me! Please, somebody help me! Why isn't somebody gonna help me?
I really want to play the Animaniacs thing, but it always fucking ends up giving us a goddamn, like, it pulls
Which is
them on
crazy.
Yeah.
He needs some milk.
She does need some milk, that's for sure. But literally, they push me out and mace me. Like,
But I have no sympathy.
I don't either. Don't put your hands on people. If anything, on top of that, like, just from hearing the voice, it sounded like it was a male that was recording her. Literally, the one thing we say to that point is like, men, you can't be putting your hands on women and shit like that. And so he did it in the most completely legal self-defense as, don't touch me, back up, skirt.
Hey, why would someone do this? Because again, you're asking this to the police, trying to make it seem as if you're a victim now. That, oh, someone just pepper sprayed you for no reason.
Nope.
No,
it's all on video.
It's all on video. Like we've had numerous ones. We had one last week where the white woman was on the phone harassing the black dude. Someone said, help me now. And the dudes are just sitting there laughing. And luckily they're recording. Like, you be fucking with people, you find out. You find out.
Fuck around and find out, man, for sure.
All right,
All right, y'all. Well, that has been the show. Let me check the Streamlabs again. Streamlabs.com/blerdsndahood/tip if you want to get anything in before we get out of here. Let me check, make sure there was no Cash App or Venmo. Nope, nothing over here. All good.
I can see.
So yeah, Jay, if you want to go ahead and plug your shit, man, go for it, bro.
I surely will. You can find me on every social media platform, MrJayWashington, MrJay. You should know how to spell Washington. Thank you to everybody who's watching, who just recently started following over, whether it be from the reaction videos on Instagram, if you're on Facebook, wherever you see them at, I appreciate you all. A lot of stand-up shows are upcoming. I will be posting them on my Instagram, excuse me. So those shows will be coming up. Chicago, if you're in Chicago, a lot of people have been asking, when am I coming to Chicago to headline? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm telling you all the date before I've put it out publicly to the rest of the world. I mean, this is publicly, but you all have found it out first. Sunday, September 27th, I will be headlining at the Comedy Bar in Chicago. One show, 7 p.m. Sunday, September 27th. I'm waiting on the link right now. They should be getting it up, putting up the bio and everything. As soon as I have the link, it will be in my beacons and my posts and all that. So Sunday, September 27th, I will be headlining one night at the Comedy Bar in Chicago. So for everybody who's back home, who's always asking me, when am I coming home, all that stuff, I'll be headlining there. Then that Friday, October 2nd, I will be headlining Planet of the Tapes, 2 shows in Louisville, Kentucky. I'll be out there for 2 shows on October 2nd. Other shows are being added right now, but keep following along. Make sure you join our Patreon here, Blerds N The Hood, and the Instagram, and follow my brother right there.
That's what's up. You can find me at TheSwaggyBlerd on all platforms. I'm trying to think about stuff
me in St. Louis. Every time somebody does that, you can find me.
St. Louis, where the gun play, rain all day. Nah. Some say y'all, some still yay. Others just fucking smoke all day. No, but real talk. You can find me at TheSwaggyBlerd on all platforms. Can go to my YouTube if you wanted. You can check out my Supergirl review. Like I said, I've got a theory that I'm going to try and put out there by this weekend, if not by early next week. I need to put up my full-blown X-Men 97 review. I need to take care of that when we wrap up here. Spill the Tequila on Tuesdays, the Christian Harloff Show on Fridays. And that's pretty much it. Keep letting me know wherever you're seeing the commercial, man. Again, I'm trying to do some mental maths. I won't actually know until the check shows up, but I'm trying to make some guesstimates here. So let me know when you see it and where you saw it. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that is everything. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to get off here for our patrons, and shout out to those patrons. Let me actually read them off because they do get a shout out on the show.
You got them?
Yeah, I got it right here. Shout out to Aaliyah Cornelius or Black Magic Chick, Andy F, Afing at Live, Azure, Asri Brook.
Blue Girl.
Huh?
That's Blue Girl 718.
Oh, nice.
Missouri.
Lyle, which is Norvell 5110, Mike Joyce, Original Shinobi, and Paige. Thank you so much to all of you for being patrons. We appreciate it. We will have our it'll be a slightly short because we went a little over today. It'll be a slightly shorter after show today. Just say Blue Girl. Respect. Got you. It'll be a slightly shorter after show today, but we are going to do our after show. So any of the patrons that are part of that tier, you can come and join that and hang out with us as we kind of wrap up. And like I said, when we wrap up with that, then I will upload the Family Feud. So that'll be there for y'all as well. And if, as you saw in the beginning, as we did a little teaser, it was fucking wild.
Real quick, to answer your question, Enigma 9x9, I have done shows. I'm trying to come back out to Philly. I just need to know if there is enough of a, demand for me to come out. It's literally gotten to the point now where it's like, yo, I need enough people be like, hey, if I can have at least 50 to 100 people say, Jay, come to Philly, that'll be enough to book a show out there, just so you know.
All right. Well, thank you for all of that.
The feud was, man, listen.
It was fucking crazy. That's literally why I appreciate that Jay pulled that and put the again. We played it, but it's on our IG. If you ever needed a reason to be like, maybe I should join this Patreon, that whole thing was fucking insane. It was absolutely fucking insane. Like I feel like Matt is going through it right now, just thinking about that fucking game, bro. He's got his hand in his head, his face in his hands, bro. So, all right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you so much to everybody for watching the show today. You have a safe and fun 4th of July, man. And we'll see you on the next one, yo. Deuces.
Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch. Bye, bitch.
Seriously though, you just gonna cut every single thing?
I didn't touch nothing.
No. I said you just gonna cut every single thing that brings the family together.
No, nigga, Spades brings the family together.
And then the minute one person reneges, now all of a sudden everybody calling everybody else a
nigga.